Hello, 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 everyone. This is Trina Boyd. I am the founder and CEO of Babysitters of Charlotte. Trying to get my camera right. The founder of Babysitters of Charlotte. So I wanted to do a quick video and I want to um, talk about the different types of trainings that your babysitter or nanny should have when they are caring for your child. So, um, one of the trainings that your babysitter or nanny should have, of course, is first aid CPR. So I've interviewed people, and also some of the people that I've interviewed was listed on a very popular site, and I've seen people say on posts that they don't have first aid or CPR and they're nannying for a family. So that's very important. And that's scary that someone is nannying and don't have first aid CPR because is not having it is very essential to just as a cut, a small cut. So that's important to have. Um, Even a cut, if it's not properly treated, can turn into an infection. But first aid actually teaches you how to treat a cut. It teaches you, first aid teaches you how to treat burns. It teaches you how to treat pretty much anything, any emergency situations. So I encourage you, if your nanny does not have first aid or CPR, they definitely need to grab that. Okay, if you have an infant, oh, CPR is a life-saving technique. So it's really important to have that as well. So I would encourage not only your nanny get it, but you as a parent can get it, your entire family can definitely get this certification. It's important to have because if anything was to happen, it's a life-saving technique. It's a life-saving technique. If someone needs it, you will be able to perform it. Also, first aid teaches with choking. Choking is common. So if something is not, if they're not properly trained on the Heimlich maneuver and how to properly use the Heimlich maneuver when it comes down to infants, when it comes down to toddlers, because there's different ways to perform the Heimlich maneuver for an infant, and it's different for toddlers and adults. So all of it's different. But that's why it's important to have the training because I know for a fact choking is common. It's common. So it's important to definitely have this training. Your nanny needs to have it, your babysitter needs to have it, they need to have it. So I'll actually have a list for you of contact information of someone I know who actually does first aid CPR trainings. And then the next one I want to talk about, a training that they need to have, is the SIDS training. So SIDS is sudden infant death, right? So we've heard about this before. We've heard about, infants in the news, how infants die of sudden infant death. So it's important if you have a nanny right now, they need to take this training immediately. If you have a nanny right now and they're caring for your newborn or they're caring for your infant that's 3 months or younger, they need this training. They need this training like ASAP. It's important. So if you prefer, so one of the SIDS training is basically for infants, but it's basically for, the position of how you should lay your child when your child is sleeping, right? So that's important to know. But some parents prefer, they prefer a certain way, which is fine. If you prefer that, we just require that you sign a waiver. But if you have a nanny right now and you have an infant that nanny is caring for, they need to have SIDS right away, right away. Okay, this is very, very, very important. This is very important. I mean, it's important. So they do have trainings available for them. So I would not present a problem without a solution to all of this. Okay. So what I would do is, if you need a list, the information, if you need your nanny to be trained on SIDS and they're currently caring for your infant, or if you're hiring for a nanny and you want her to have the training because you have an infant, then click the link below and email you. I will actually email you that list. Um, I'll email you that list for that. I do want to point out is, God put in my spirit that if you have a nanny right now, or if you're hiring a nanny, it's important to have a backup. It's important to have a backup. If you are actually hiring nannies on your own, like I mean, if you have a backup, that's fine. But if you don't have a backup, sorry about that. If you don't have a backup nanny, like if your regular nanny calls out of work, right? Who is your backup? So it's important to have a backup. We actually provide backup services for this. So one of the reasons our families love us, they love us, is because with us we guarantee our services. That's number one. Number two, but we guarantee them a nanny if their regular nanny calls out of work. So we understand things happen, accidents happen. So people get sick. So we understand that. So we make sure our families are covered. It's so important on top of experience and all this other stuff. But it's so important to have a backup because you still have to go to work. You still have to go to work. And with that being said, it's really important to have a backup. So we provide backup care services. So our backup care is very inexpensive. It's a very inexpensive service. But on top, even though it's inexpensive, it does not take away from the quality of the babysitters. We want to make it affordable because of COVID. A lot of people can afford a lot of money because before we did have our prices high. But because of COVID, we want to make everything affordable for everyone. So you do have backup care services on our website. So I would encourage you to sign up as a parent if you need backup. So if your regular nanny gives you notice, we just require at least 8-hour notice or 6-hour notice. But if your regular nanny says, hey, I can't come into work, give us a call. We have experienced, trained experienced, trained babysitters available. Even our backup nannies are available. So give us a call. We also have the package on our website. It's just great to just to have it as a backup as is inexpensive service. Um, and you pay the nanny directly. So you would pay them directly if anything was to happen, if you need a backup. But if you need the list of the trainings that we offer, like that you would need trainings, first aid CPR locations or trainers, um, then let me know. I will have the link posted for you. I will have the link posted for you. Um, if you need that, I would definitely suggest it. It definitely is a need for the trainings, first aid CPR and the SIDS training. Thank you all for watching.